Hi crafters, this is Crafty Savvy, and I'm back again to share another little, I guess tutorial or like a process video with you. So I got to thinking about my napkins, and I love to use these napkins to decorate tags and use them for different things. And just recently, how I kind of got on all of this was I went to a one of my local thrift stores, and I know a lot of you have seen these before, the Rolodex cards, and we've been using them in our journals, sort of vintagey like, and I love them. And I happened to find a big package of them, and so I bought them and started wondering what else I could do with them. So what I thought I would do is try to cover them with my Mod Podge and some napkins. So I got them out, and we all know that napkins are generally 3-ply, sometimes 2, but generally 3. And so once you peel them all apart, you obviously have the top part that's printed, which that's what we normally use. But then, as you know, we're all left with the inside, the white ply sheet, for lack of a better term. So we're left with, you know, a couple of pieces of just this. So I don't know about you guys, but half the time I throw them away, and I wanted to come up with a way that I could use them. So this is kind of like a 2-part project. So what I decided to do was I took those Rolodex cards that I got, and I covered them with Mod Podge, my Mod Podge, with my brush, and I applied either a napkin, you know, whatever one I was using, and in some cases I used decoupage paper, and I got these, I believe, at Dollar Tree. Oh, I'd like to say probably several months back. And I'm here in Canada. I don't know if you in the States have what you guys have at the Dollar Tree, but I found this one time and I was lucky. So there's like 4 sheets of 2 designs, and there you can see the size. But they had that pattern and that one and that one. So I Mod Podged, this is the decoupage paper. I Mod Podged it to the Rolodex card, and they come out, you know, fairly stiff. So I put the Mod Podge on, I put the napkin or the decoupage on there, and then it kind of got sloppy and messy looking because, you know, and so I cleaned it up, and then I actually attached another card to the back so that it was clean and neat and sort of finished. So that's how they turned out. That's these are all decoupage paper. These are the ones that I made using some of the napkins from my collection. Some of them came out really pretty. So I thought this was a good way to, you know, start using up some of those napkins. And then just quickly, this is kind of how I decorated one of them. I just tied a vintage piece of lace through the 2 holes there. I attached a flower. There's 1,000 things you could do. You could put, you know, lace across the bottom. You can make a little pocket out of this, you know, put stuff inside. There's probably a million ideas for that. But so that's kind of what I've been playing around with those. So that's kind of like, and I don't think I need to show anything. It's pretty straightforward, this. So, you know, you could just slide them into your journals, or I'm sure if you guys have any other ideas, feel free to let me know. So there was that, but it was the inside of the napkin that started me thinking, how I was going to use those bits up too, because we don't like anything to go to waste, right? So what I made were some tags, and maybe at first glance you can't tell, but there's some of that white napkin, white inside of that napkin on this tag. So what I did was I again took my dictionary page that I've been using up, and I layered it up about 3 or 4 sheets thick and cut it into a tag. And I attached right here this textured, obviously you guys can't feel it, hopefully you can see it. This textured bit is on the napkin, and I'm going to show you how I did that. And I think it just adds a little bit of, you know, nice texture and a way that you could just use up that little bit of napkin if you felt like, you know, mucking around one afternoon, just kind of making a mess and having fun. And then I just decorated it just like that. So I'll just quickly show you what I did. So the tag is 4.5 by 3. So that's the size that I made. And again, what I did was, I'll just put that there, is like I said, I layered up about 3 or 4 pieces of dictionary page, and I just glued them all together. So that would have been my next step. Also at this point, if you want to, you could take some distress ink or stain or whatever and go around your edges. In this case, I think I'm just going to use my vintage photo, and I'll just quickly do my edges here. I'm not about perfect, so as long as you get it on there, it should be good. Okay, I'm not going to waste your time too much with the back here, but we'll just do a quick job. Okay. So then what you're going to want to do is you want to take a piece of, so one layer of a piece of the white part of your napkin. And you probably only need a bit about this big, just big enough for your tag. Let's see, this is probably about 5.5 by 3. And crunch it up into a little ball. Careful because it tears really, really easily. You want to kind of just pull it apart a little. This is going to be like a kindergarten project. You're going to be like, whatever. But it was fun to do, and it gives a little bit of added texture to your tags. So you want to keep it kind of bunchy like that. And then you're going to want to get your coffee mixture out again. And what we're trying to achieve is something like this. It totally looks like you wiped up your coffee mess and like blew your nose on it and the whole 9 yards, but that's kind of what we're going for here. So I'm going to again get my, and I'm going to show you, because I just want to show you what happens when you heat up this napkin. So here comes my ratty rag again. And so you want to bunch this up. I would probably do this on something, like a piece of cloth material. If you would do it on paper, it tends to sometimes dry to the paper, and then you're going to have a hard time peeling it up. So I found that this works best. So I just kind of make it all sort of bunchy and like this. And then I saturate it with my coffee. And I'm going to turn on my heat gun for a minute, but I just want to show you. I'm going to zoom you in a little closer. Sort of what happens, how it pulls together, and it sort of dries up and gets a little darker. So just bear with me here, guys. I play with it just a little bit, just to kind of keep that lumpy look. And the closer you get, the faster it'll dry. And you can see it pull together. And it doesn't take very long at all. The closer you get, you can see it almost burns, obviously. You don't want it to catch on fire, but you know, close enough. So that's dry. Okay. So then that's what we're left with. Let me bring you back out here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to Mod Podge the piece that you just made to your tag, okay? I just squirt that right on there. I like to cover my whole entire tag because I like the whole thing to be coated so that it all gets shiny and sort of, you know, hard. So put that on there, and it doesn't matter if it hangs over the edge. We're going to cut off the bits, and you can put it on an angle. You can put it basically wherever you want. And when you put it on, you can just pat it down, leave it all scrunchy and bunchy. That's kind of what we're going for. You put it on, and you want to apply Mod Podge right on over that. You might not want to rub too much because you'll take the creases out. But we want to get it down. Okay. Just a little bit more here. All right. So there's that. So I am going to just hit this with my heat tool again. And I might just fast forward a little through this so that you're not left sort of watching me dry this up. So I will heat it up and then we'll come right back. Okay, so while I was at it, I went ahead and I Mod Podged the back also. So you could finish the front and do the back. So that's how it looks now. I haven't done anything else to it. I just heated it up, and the color intensifies, the coffee intensifies when you heat it. So now obviously we don't want these weird bits hanging off. So you could go ahead, and I have feathers flying everywhere. You could go ahead and trim that all down. Just like that. And already you're left with a tag that's got some really beautiful texture on it. If you don't like the color or you wanted to darken it, you could always take your Distress ink again and, you know, just kind of go over it. And that looks nice as well. And then I just, at this point, you can just go ahead and decorate. I like to put a little hole in the top here. I like to put these on as well. Change the color here a little bit. And put one on this side. Hope I'm in frame. And we'll put one on this side. And let's see, we could put a bit of lace on the bottom of this one. This is just some lace that kind of coordinates with it. Just put some there. Just like that. Trim off the excess. And I have this time a really beautiful wood button, and I just put some string inside of there. Oh, actually, you know what? I think I have a feather here. I love feathers on my tags. So I would just put that there. And then we'll take that button. Let me get rid of this ratty thing. I put some glue behind the button. And attach it right there. Okay, and we will put some lace up here. Lost my scissors now. Sorry, take a little bit of this. And trim. And that's it, you guys. It's just as simple as that. So there's another tag with some really pretty texture that you can use inside of your journals. Just using some more dictionary page or book page or whatever you have. And the insides of your napkins. So hopefully now you don't have to throw your napkins away. It's just another idea of what you can use them for. And that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know what you think and leave me a comment. I hope you guys are all doing well, and we will talk to you real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.